My name is Brent Coulter, and I go to the University of Nevada, Reno, and I'm currently studying here in San Sebastian.
And my name is Emily Putz, and I go to the University of Tulsa in Oklahoma, and we're both studying here in San Sebastian. And we just want to talk a little bit about experiences that we've had acting as teaching assistants in local schools. And through the USAC program, we were set up with a local program that put us in helping with local classes, with their English classes.
When we first started teaching, they gave us a bunch of information on what we would be doing. The office was very helpful, and so we basically knew what we were getting into. That being said, it far exceeded my expectations. I taught for a little bit more than a month at a Catholic school in the center of the city, and it was wonderful. I had 3 different classes, and at first I thought I was going to be an assistant, but the teachers were very open-minded, and they let me kind of, guide the discussion to wherever I wanted it to go. And I wound up learning a lot from the students, and I'm sure they learned a lot from me also. In general, we talked about just cultural differences. Obviously, language was a big part of it, seeing as they were students. And so, for me, I had to understand where they were coming from in order to teach them English. And so I learned a little bit about the Spanish language in that aspect, but on the other note, I think it was more of a cultural thing that I learned. Whereas, they were asking questions like, I can't believe you get up and you go to eat breakfast at this time in the morning, and things like that. So I really learned a lot about them, as well as them learning a lot about me.
I agree completely. Just talking about American culture, I discovered a lot from the students about Spanish culture and things like that. And I actually worked in 2 different schools, and which ended up being 2 very different experiences. I loved both the classes that I worked with. They were both around 13 years old, but their level of English was very different, so the way that we interacted was very different. But it was really, really neat and really rewarding to see the class that had a lower level of English. It was very noticeable how much they improved in just the 3 months that I worked with them. They just clearly became a lot more comfortable with me and had a lot more confidence when they spoke with me, so it was a really rewarding experience.
And if you're thinking about studying abroad in San Sebastian, I highly recommend you take this opportunity, because not only might you have the opportunity to get paid, but you're also going to learn so much. And I think it says a lot to tell someone in the future that you actually taught English in a foreign country. And the people who didn't do it, they regretted it, because I got paid and I had a wonderful time, and I got to talk to these students. I even hung out with my students outside of class, so I really got a lot out of it, and I highly recommend you do it.